Hi everybody, my name is Mr. Michael and I will be your teacher today. Thank you so much for being in my class. I'm so excited. Okay, so let's just start with some introductions. I'd love to hear, um, not just a fun fact. Give me tell us something you want everybody to know. Tell us everything and tell us something everybody you want everybody to know about yourself or about it could be something you like. It could be something that you admire. It could be something that you need. It could be something silly, but let's start there. My name's Michael, Mr. Michael, and something I want everybody to know is that I like to do a power pose. I like to do a power pose to it's like there's been studies that it helps you feel better, and it's a really nice resting position to go along with some nice deep breaths. So yeah, that's a little something I wanted to share today. Anyways, thank you all for sharing. Now is your time to share. Oh, really? Wow. Okay, cool. That's so interesting. I'd love to learn more about that in the future. I'd love to see how that comes up in what we're working on. I'm so excited to create and make with you guys. So exciting. But let's start this round with a circle. Let's start with a circle. And let's go over our community agreement. Let's talk about our needs. And I'd also love to take a look at some good community agreements. It's okay, when we do this type of stuff, let's talk about what does a good community agreement look like? What does a good community look like? And when we use the word community, what really lies in that, and what are different communities that we can think of, there's different ways that we can define our borders, and borders is a really powerful word. Another word that is used is boundaries, right? And boundaries in the sense of personal boundaries, are really, really important to understand and know about yourself, because when you step out of your boundaries, that's when you are losing yourself. When you step out of what you it's a thing of comfort and safety and protection and staying true to the inner self, right? And who you want to be, right? That's what I consider kind of the boundaries, along with many other things, but those are just some that I think of immediately. But in terms of the word borders, right? That is much more geared towards a political delineation of land, and it's based in the falsity of a nation, this is all our earth. and reminding ourselves and coming back to like the idea of universality. um Sorry, I'm not sure if that's actually the best term, but just mutuality I think is a better term than universality. Because you know, in a way that we share this land, we share this like experience. um we're also all connected through like my um they called it sympathy. They called it sympathy. um but like uh they also called it migration. It's through the migrations that we've all occurred to be here right in this moment. Like if you think about a bird migrating, fly south to the winter, return to the north, like return to center, um return to like home, right? um Familiarity, but also going to a place for like, anyways, not to get lost in that. Got not to get lost in migration. What a like what a statement, you know? What a statement. Like to be lost in a migration, um to not feel connected to your migration. But just me talking about this is how I'm losing myself also in this like unraveling of migration, right? And that's what we do when we talk. um when we talk and we form ideas and we make connections, like, great, we're migrating from like different points in space and time in our memories and in our histories and in our personal archives in our bodies, right? So, right, like, we're trying to make community agreements. um but the issue is, what is community? you know I think we know what an agreement means, right? Maybe we can like make that complex later on. But I was just struggling with this idea of community because I think, part of my community is the people who I walk around with every day. It's now, for the next 5 days, going to be all of us. Like, we are in a community. And I think that what it means to me is that at the end of the day, I will commit. I will not commit. I will perform CPR. I will perform CPR for anybody in this room to the best of my ability. Certified. I'm certified. Um, and that's my role as like someone here to like take care of this group, where like I am the adult. But also it's a role that everybody kind of like plays within their community. And maybe I got lost in there too, but it's okay to get lost with like how we think and where we go with. Is I think something I'd like to emphasize. So, yeah, I think that emphasis in getting lost is, um, not emphasis, but just like allowing yourself to fade into thought, um, and direction, um, is, to me, it feels like there's like a freedom to it, a liberation. Um, and I'm just gonna leave that out there because I, where we started is that we need to make a community agreement, you know? And I've just discussed sympathy, migration, and connection, right? So I'd really like to look at how we are all connected, in this space and place at time, you know? It's really an honor to be here right now, and I think that we need to appreciate the fact that we are, you know? Because, like, we deserve to give the rest, like, we deserve to give our best, you know, to the world. to every flower, every plant, every person, every, object, everything that's been produced by Mother Earth, and ourselves. In a type of like, let's honor the labor of our craft, you know, um, and let's like respect like everything it's taken for the world to give it. Um, yeah, so there's so much in the world. Every cloth, every fiber, um, everything comes together to form how we are in this moment in time. And personally, my artistic practice looks at weaving. And I don't know how I feel about if I want to move forward to like, let's just get this community agreement, like let's make it now, or if like I should just like begin with a lecture. And so I guess maybe I can open this point up to like, I don't know, should I let you guys lead this? I don't know. I want to give the lecture, and I want to explain this because I think that will help inform us what actually the community agreement should look like. Great. I want to give you guys examples. Also, just like, I guess maybe are there any questions right now so far that you guys want to talk about? Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. I'm a little bit chilly. How does everybody feel? It's like, should we do a dance? Let's do it. Should we do a dance? Dance party. I guess one thing that's important to me in a classroom is that I want everybody to feel like they are comfortable moving their bodies however they kind of need. And if you need to get up, if you need to take a break, if you need to like cover your ears, step outside. I think there's like a level of responsibility. I can't let you guys go outside. But I can make a quiet corner. Everybody needs a quiet corner. But yeah. I want everybody to feel like empowered. I want everyone to feel like I'm able to like listen to you guys, but like in an appropriate way. But like I think that like through what we work on in our artwork is like a place for us to like fully like explore ourselves, and like I don't know, I want you guys to feel like you can like tap into like inner imagination, and that can look like so many different things. But I think ultimately the goal of imagination is to better recognize future landscapes for us to evolve into. Is that to like, I don't know, and been like having a healthy like you don't need to imagine the worst. Like you really should dream for the best. And that dream is so like necessary for this like moment in time. And like I just want people to feel like they are able to like reach for that, and that they deserve that, and that like people can benefit. And I think those are certainly like rooted in like just general like values of like respect and like mutuality and sympathy, and when I talk about mutuality, I mean like a sharedness. Um, you know, like and I think that maybe these things that we're looking for in terms of building a community, you know, like let's talk about like how what lacks in community, you know, like personally personally I feel like I've been touched by like really beautiful moments of community that like I've experienced when there's like this like powerful sense of support in one another. You know, there's like a strength in just like in your aliveness, in your resilience, um, or in your like spiritedness, in your joy. And yeah, anyways, so I think that's just like some ramblings on a community agreement. We're 16 minutes into class now. So, I guess, are there any more questions? Should we just, I think I would move on to a lecture, or like some examples of a good community agreement. And I mean, we're 16 minutes in, so yeah, that's chill. I think. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just not sure. Okay, I'm gonna pause this one. Maybe I might start a new one.